are here today protesting for the justice for my son, Derrick Scott Ollie. And just before we got here today, I was told that they're going to allow us to see the film all of a sudden. Now, we've been waiting for the film for a whole year. We've been waiting for the film for a whole year. Not only the film, I've been waiting for Oklahoma City, for any of the police or the chiefs or anybody to get in contact with me to let me know why did they not tell me that my son was dead until 4 days after he was killed. Why did they release it to Channel 5? Why did they release it and tell them that I knew that he was dead? And why did they not allow me to view his body to make sure that it was him? And why did they have an autopsy without asking me? So it was 8 days before I saw my son. And I've been waiting for them to call me and say something to me. And nobody. The only person that have ever contacted me was when Bo Matthews called me today and said, you can come and see the film.
Why? What changed?
I think it's just the pressure that everybody had put on him, because we told him that we were not going to let up. And I am mad because they treated us as if we were inhumane, as if we were dogs. And they treated us like we were not citizens of the United States of America. If I had been a white woman, I already know that I'd have known everything. I'm just sorry. And I'm not a prejudiced person. I love everybody. I'm not just out here fighting for my son. I'm fighting for your son. I'm fighting for brown people, black people, blue people, red people. I'm fighting for all of them. Because it's not right for those of us who are of color to be treated that way. And when I asked them, when I found out that my son had died, I got in my car, went down to the police station. The guy told me, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know who your son is. I said, well, somebody knew him because he's on the internet and he's dead. He said, well, I'm sorry, there's nobody that can talk to you today. I said, you're telling me at 5 o'clock in the evening that there's nobody in your office that can talk to me? And they said no. And they said, we will give you a call tomorrow. I said, you telling me that you're going to make me wait another 12 to 14 hours before I can talk to somebody? Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I did not see anybody until not the next day, but the next day after. And it was 3 detectives that came and sat on my couch and told me that they had no idea that I did not know that my son had passed away. Okay, when I found out how he passed away, I found out through the NAACP and Black Lives Matter. And one of the two was the one that told me we're going to view the film, you need to be down there. When I got down there to the police station to view the film, they treated me like I was not his mother, like I wasn't even a relative. They walked right over me. They allowed the NAACP to come and see the film. They allowed Black Lives Matter to come and see the film. Nobody said one word to me, not anybody. Me and my sister and my son, we're just sitting down there. We're just sitting there for hours. When Black Lives Matter and NAACP came downstairs, they seemed to be very disturbed. Some of them anyway, were very disturbed about what they saw. And they did tell me that there was things that was not done correctly. And the main thing that they were upset about was that they had sat on my son as he was begging them and telling them that he could not breathe. And when I heard the story about the young man that just died, George Floyd, the story was identical. Right over there at that top station is where my son was, and supposedly he was with his girlfriend. And she gave him a counterfeit $20 bill. He did not know that it was a $20 bill, a counterfeit $20 bill. He went to the man and apologized and said, would you please allow me to make this right? And he and her got into an argument. And she gave him another $20 bill and took it over there. And he told him, if I get this right, will you not call the police? But apparently the police had already been called. When the police got here, from my understanding, he began to walk off and kind of ran a little bit. Then he raised his hands. And he told them, listen, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. They handcuffed him, threw him through to the ground, told him that he was lying, told him that he looked like somebody that had tried to rob the Family Dollar store. Sat on him. And he's telling them, I can't breathe. And they said the last word he said was, oh my God, I can't breathe. And when they threw him to the ground, he was still telling them with the little breath that he had that he couldn't breathe. And one of the police sat on him. And from what I was told, for 13 minutes. Not 8 minutes, not 10 minutes, but 13 minutes. So I'm still trying to figure out. I've been in Oklahoma, in the state of Oklahoma all my life. How is it that at the moment I'm really feeling like I'm not a citizen of the United States of America? I'm really feeling like that you all really, really hate us because of the color of our skin. And I'm not understanding. You love our culture, but you hate us as a people. Why? And I can't figure it out. So I believe that all of this has happened, and I raise my hand to God so that I could finally get closure to what happened to my son. Since I've been ignored for a whole year like I didn't exist, like I was a nobody, they didn't even know my name. To be perfectly honest with you, and I'm ashamed to say it, but I was so young. No, because I came up in the era with Clara Luther. I came up when we were bused to school. I came up when we were, even if we were high achievers, we still didn't get the recognition that we deserved from being bused to a white school. So what we are experiencing today, no, I do not. I just think that things have been swept up under the rug, and white people do their thing, we do our thing, but as far as us really coming together, which what we have prayed for so many years, we're not there yet. But I believe, now this is my hope, that from what we have experienced within the last couple, I'll say the last month, that there is hope, and maybe we can get things right, and maybe we can heal. But the only way that we can heal is that those who are in authority recognize that we have been hurt. We have been discriminated against. We have not been treated fairly. We haven't been treated fairly in our jobs. We haven't been treated fairly on our jobs. We have not been treated fairly in housing. We have not been treated fairly when it comes to prison. We have not been treated fairly when we go before the white supremacist judges. In the state of Oklahoma, I have worked in the prison system. We have more prisoners than any other state in the United States. That's how we make our money, off of black and brown people. That is not anything to be happy about. We have more women in prison than any other state in the United States. So as far as I'm concerned, Oklahoma is one of the most racist states in the United States. And we need help. We're sick. We are a sick state. How can you make money off of sending black and brown men and women to prison just so you can make money off of them? This is the way I feel. I worked in the prison system. I've been a chaplain there. I've talked to many of them. I've talked to many of the ladies that have went to prison, and they should not have went to prison for what they went for. And I know myself because I have sons who have went to prison. So the fight goes on and on and on and on and on. But then let's look at how many white people go to prison. Let's look at how many Indians go to prison. Let's look at how many brown people go to prison. We have more blacks in prison than anybody else. Why is that? Why is that? But see, we can never get close enough to our politicians to really discuss this matter because they're making money. They're building more prisons. They're building prisons for my grandchildren. I know. But I will not stop. My son has died. You lose a child. You lose a child, Mr. President. You lose a child, Mr. Mayor. You lose a child, Mr. Governor. Then you come and talk to me. Lose a child through police brutality. Then you come and talk to me because of one reason, because of the color of their skin. Because some strange reason, the police already have in their mind that we're violent and that we have to be treated like dogs. That's the way I see it. And I think it's wrong. And I thank the Lord, I thank God for even my white friends and those who are out here protesting with us. I thank God for you because we can't do it by ourselves. We need you with us. We cannot do it by ourselves. We will never get anywhere. We will never get anywhere unless you all are marching on the forefront with us. Just like Martin Luther King did, even though they ended up killing him. But you know what? I'm at the age now, even out of all of the prosperity that I might have had and things that I did, that I want my grandkids to look at me and say, ooh, Grandma was out there with us. She was out there with us. She was shouting for justice. And that might not have happened if my son had not been killed by the hands of the Oklahoma City Police. That might not have happened.